What's up guys, it's Eric from Rare Candy and welcome back to the third round of the recent Expanded League Challenge I got to go attend at Cape Fear Games in Wilmington, North Carolina. So for this round we have Jason West on the left who's going to be playing the Zoroark Lycanroc deck, and then on the right we have Aiden Swanson who is playing Landorus Buzzwole Crobat. So two decks I think you've probably seen at some point in time. The Zoroark Lycanroc deck has been doing very well in standard format and also is very powerful in the expanded format thanks to a lot of the new tools that it gains. Well, I guess I should say old tools that it gains for this format. And then, this Landorus Crobat deck was previously a very good deck when it was legal in standard format, but it does gain some new tricks from Crimson Invasion like the new Buzzwole GX, and being able to play in the expanded format of course gives you plenty of other powerful cards as well. So I'll have to see how this is going to go. On paper I feel like this Buzzwole Landorus deck might have the advantages because you can knock out Zoruas in one hit, and just in general the deck is very good at picking off low HP Pokemon. So here it looks like Jason is going to start. So let's see what he's going to do on his first turn here. Now, I don't have a good look at his hand, but it looks like he's going to play a Fighting Energy and just going to play an N, so definitely not his ideal first turn supporter. Typically in a deck like this, you do want to go for that first turn Bridget to search out a bunch of your Pokemon and start getting set up, because your Zoroark does more damage based on the number of Pokemon you have in play. So just in general, using a Bridget on the first turn is good, but especially since you play Zoroark as a main attacker. So let's see what he's going to draw off of this N. Okay, so we see a Sudowoodo coming down, has that Roadblock ability. It's going to limit Aiden's bench size to only 4 bench Pokemon. Here he's going to grab himself a Love Ball, so I would imagine we're going to see a Zubat hit the board. And the reason he's playing this Crobat evolution line is because Golbat and Crobat both have a coming into play ability whenever you evolve into them. You get to place 2 damage counters, or 3 damage counters if you have Crobat instead of Golbat, on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So between that and the easy damage you can get into play with Landorus and Buzzwole and this Potown that he just put into play, it's definitely very good against these evolution based decks. So here's going to put 30 damage on each of Jason's Rockruffs. So let's see what he's going to get down. He's going to play a Skyfield, getting rid of that Potown. So Skyfield, it's that stadium card in the expanded format, lets both players have up to 8 bench Pokemon in play. But it's actually kind of like a one-sided Skyfield because Jason does have that Sudowoodo in play. So he's going to be able to have 8, but Aiden is only going to be able to have 4 still. So very, very important to note there. And here he is going to evolve into Lycanroc GX, and so here he's going to activate that Bloodthirsty Eyes ability. Whenever you bench Lycanroc from your hand, you get to switch one of your opponent's Pokemon into the active spot. So he's opting to take out this Zubat early on, just to grab himself a quick prize. I'm not sure what is in Aiden's list, but if he plays Espeon EX, that potentially could come in play, because after one more Hammerhead by this Landorus, these Lycanrocs will be within one-shot range. So it looks like Jason is just going to play another N. He's definitely not having the best setup, so far, but he is going to be able to take a prize this turn, if nothing else. Okay, I see some Zoroarks in his hand. Does he have a Zorua? That's going to be the big thing he really needs here. So he's going to change his active Pokemon yet again. So opting to attack into this Landorus. So with the Choice Band on the Lycanroc, he's going to be hitting for 140, I believe it is. Claw Slash, it's a fighting, and 2 Colorless is 110 normally, but thanks to that Choice Band that Jason has, he's going to be able to do some extra damage here. So here he's going to get rid of that Skyfield with another one of his Potowns, that Stadium card. Whenever a player evolves, that Pokemon takes 3 damage counters. So definitely good against some of these evolution-based decks. Here Aiden's going to play a Tapu Lele, and let's see what he's going to grab here. I would imagine maybe a Sycamore or an N or something like that, or even potentially a Colress. But here he's actually going to go for a Guzma play. It's interesting. So he's going to try to get that Landorus out of harm's way here. So he's going to bring up that Lycanroc that has no energy on it, and now his Buzzwole will be able to keep putting on pressure. So Buzzwole and Landorus both have the same first attack, just a single fighting energy, just 30 damage to the active and 30 damage to the bench. And it looks like there is a strong energy on the active Buzzwole, so he is doing a little bit more damage as well. And like I mentioned in some of the other videos, guys, I do apologize about the glare here. It didn't look like it was a problem when we first set up the camera, but I'm going to do my best to make sure that you guys can always be informed of what is actually going on here, but hopefully it's not too intrusive. So it looks like Jason's going to play a Guzma of his own, and he's going to use that Dangerous Rogue GX attack to take a big one-hit knockout on Buzzwole. So he's definitely in a pretty good spot so far. He's taken an early lead. That Landorus on the bench is going to be an easy 2 prizes at some point. And here it looks like Aiden is just going to play a Professor Juniper. It's basically the same as the Professor Sycamore that we have in standard format, just basically a different name. So here he's going to play an Ultra Ball, getting rid of a Silent Lab, it looks like, and an Ultra Ball. So let's see what he's going to grab. Going to go for a Crobat, it looks like. So going to get down 2 more damage counters on that benched Lycanroc GX, it appears. Okay, so let's see what else he can do. He's going to get down yet another Buzzwole, so he plays a ton of these Buzzwoles and Landorus in this deck, it appears. And here he's just going to do another 50 damage to the active, and then another 30 to the benched Lycanroc. So again, I'm not sure if he plays Espeon EX, but that could actually be a super good card in this matchup, just because, like I said, if he did get that down with energy, he could just de-evolve both of these Lycanrocs, knocking out Jason's only attackers. But like I said, I don't really know what is in his list. I just know the general deck he's playing, so I'll have to see if he does have any tricks like that. But he's going to play yet another Guzma, and he's going to get his Landorus taken out here. So, you know, Jason honestly has not had a great game. You know, this deck is not setting up really as he would like it to, but nevertheless, he's still managing to stay in the lead somehow. Doesn't even need Zoroark at this point. So let's see. Looks like Jason is going to top deck a Juniper. And let's see if he can finally take a knockout this turn. He is going to be able to do 50 to this Lycanroc, but if he gets a Choice Band, I believe, and a Strong Energy, he will be able to finish taking a knockout here. Here he's going to go for the Juniper. And what does he get? He does have a Super Scoop Up, so that will allow him to potentially reset up this Crobat line, but he does flip Tails on it. Okay, I do see a Strong Energy. Does he have a Choice Band? That's going to be the other big card he needs here. Because right now he's hitting for 70, so he's just 30 damage short, I believe. Or no, 20 damage short. So it does look like he whiffed here, unfortunately, but you know, as long as he doesn't lose this turn, I think he will be able to pick off both of these Lycanrocs in one turn, potentially. So let's see how Jason is going to respond. Like I said, he doesn't have a Zoroark or anything set up. Typically, these Lycanroc Zoroark decks don't run more than like a 2-2 line of Lycanroc or a 3-2 line of Lycanroc, so I'm not sure if he even has a way to get another one set up. He might have to finally cave in and start setting up a Zoroark line, which is weak to fighting, which is very important to point out against this Buzzwole deck here. So if he plays something like Acerola, that could also help deny Aiden some knockouts here. So here he's going to play Verseeker, going for a Guzma on this Tapu Lele. Okay, so does he have a double Colorless Energy to... Okay, so he has a double Colorless Energy and the Choice Band. So he is going to do 140 to this Tapu Lele, and basically saying to Aiden, you know what, you have to retreat this thing, otherwise it's just going to get knocked out and I'm going to win. So you basically need a Float Stone this turn or a Super Scoop Up like that one he has in hand. So he really needs a Heads here. And I could not see what he got, but that had to have been a Tails. But he does have the energy to just manually retreat, so that's okay. But he has to be careful that Tapu Lele does not get Guzma'd up. I'm not sure how many Super Scoop Ups he plays, but he's definitely going to need one of those to work at some point, just because it just seems unlikely he'll be able to take 6 prizes before Jason can find himself a Guzma to, you know, finish taking out this Lele. So he definitely has to try to get that thing off the board as quick as possible. And here he's going to play Chorus. It's that supporter card that we have access to in the expanded format. Allows you to shuffle your hand into your deck and you draw equal to the amount of bench Pokemon in play for both players. So he's only going to get 6 here, but that's still a decent little hand size. So he does get down a Fighting Fury Belt. And he is going to play a Level Ball. So gonna grab himself, it looks like another Zubat. And it's going to go into his hand. You know, he did, I think, forget that the Sudowoodo was in place. That means he actually can't bench this Zubat. It's just going to be a dead card sitting in his hand now. So maybe a better choice would have actually just been Golbat to evolve on the next turn, but it looks like it may have slipped his mind. And here it looks like he did get Acerola off the prizes, so he will be able to get this Lele, you know, out of harm's way on this next turn. But here, Jason, it looks like he just top decks the Versus Seeker to take a knockout here. So definitely a really interesting game. You know, we never even saw a Zoroark come down. We only saw these two Lycanrocs in play the entire game, but you know, they managed to take Jason all the way there. So yeah, definitely not how you'd expect this matchup to go. But definitely stay tuned in the fourth and final round that we have that we're going to upload. There will be another Zoroark Lycanroc deck, so definitely stay tuned for that. And also, we did upload 2 other matches, so definitely check those out too if you have not already done so. But yeah, guys, as usual, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you can support our channel by becoming a patron over at patreon.com/rarecandytcg, big shout out to all of our patrons over there. Or by picking up something from our online store at rarecandytcg.com, it would mean a lot to us. But with that, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you for the next one.